My name is Cadence, and I work the closing shift alone at a dive bar off the highway. It's usually locals, truckers, and the occasional tourist. One Tuesday after 1 a.m., a well-groomed man in his late 40s wearing a black turtleneck and trench coat entered. He had a sophisticated air and ordered a top-shelf drink. He asked if I liked my job, and I answered honestly. He didn't seem creepy at first, just confident. He then asked if I ever thought about doing something bigger. I gave a standard answer which seemed to disappoint him. Then, out of nowhere, he asked what time I got off. I gave a vague brush off. He didn't push, just smiled knowingly, left a $100 bill and walked out. His demeanor was odd. A week later, he returned with a woman in her mid-30s trying too hard to look young. Her overly joyful smile and lingering touch on my arm felt off. She complimented my looks and asked personal questions. It didn't feel like small talk, it felt like an assessment. Then she claimed to run an exclusive event club and offered me $10,000 for a weekend gig. I laughed it off, but she insisted. Her repetition of words like fun, safe, and exclusive felt rehearsed. She suggested stepping outside for more details. My pulse quickened, and I firmly declined. At that moment, a loud group entered. The woman's expression shifted, and she turned to the man. They left without a word. I was deeply unsettled. I told my coworkers and boss, and we agreed to stay alert. A few nights later, after closing, I noticed their car parked across the street, engine off. As I walked to my car, keys clutched, it followed me at a distance. I took random turns, and it mirrored me. Panicked, I drove to the police station. The car sped off. Nothing happened for weeks, but I knew it wasn't over. One night, near closing, the woman returned. I discreetly texted my boss. She sat at the bar, smiling. "Thought I'd check on you," she said. My stomach twisted. I told her we were closing, but she pouted, asking for one last drink. I agreed, stalling for my boss. Then I heard the soft click of the front door. She was gone. A terrible feeling washed over me. Through the glass, I saw a black van idling outside. I locked the door, then heard metal rattling at the back. Someone was trying to get in. I grabbed a metal shaker and dialed 911. Just then, headlights pulled in. It was my boss. The van sped off. Security footage showed masked figures at the front and back doors. The license plate was unregistered. No progress has been made, but I no longer work alone. I also used to work the night shift at a gas station. One slow night at 2:30 a.m., I stepped outside. The lot was empty, the neon sign flickering. I turned to go back in and saw a man in a dark red hoodie standing behind a pump. No car, just standing there, watching me. He shuffled oddly. I went inside, but kept watching him. After minutes, he walked toward the door, slow, then suddenly pushing inside. He rushed out a story about his broken-down car needing a jump or gas. I offered to call a tow truck, but he refused, asking for a flashlight to check under the hood. Something felt off. Skeptical, I checked the security monitor. A car was there, but I had just been outside and would have noticed it. Then I saw movement near the bumper. Someone crouching out of sight. A cold wave of dread hit me. I forced a smile, pretending to grab my phone from the back office. Instead, I hit the emergency panic button. The alarm blared. Instead of panicking, he smiled knowingly, then bolted. On the monitor, I saw him and another man running into the woods, not toward the car. The car was left behind, untouched. When police arrived, they found it stolen, reported missing over 100 miles away. No linked crimes, no missing persons, just an abandoned vehicle. I never worked another night shift again. More recently, I worked nights at Walmart, stocking electronics. One shift, I noticed a man lingering nearby, watching me. He appeared in different aisles, but never shopped. My radio was dead, so I considered finding a manager. Then a woman grabbed my arm. "There you are," she exclaimed, acting like an old friend. Before I could react, she whispered, "That guy's been recording you. Follow me." I glanced back. The man was staring at me, no longer pretending to browse. My stomach dropped. I let her pull me away. She rambled about nonsense, but I was grateful for her help, until I realized she was leading me toward the side exit, past the cameras. When I hesitated, she tightened her grip, insisting we go just a little further. That's when it hit me. She was part of it. I screamed. She tried to hold on, but I yanked free and ran toward the front of the store. As I fled, she called my name, one I never gave her. A coworker heard me and called security. By the time they checked the cameras, both she and the man were gone. They had entered together. The man's face was clear, hers was always turned away. Follow for part 2.